My name is Karen Rooms and I'm the vicar here in St Anne's at St Anne with the Emmanuel Church, and I'm delighted to nominate Ethel Anderson for the Sapphire Samaritan Award. The reason I have done that is, first of all, she has a real passion to make sure that the black and minority ethnic voice in Nottingham is heard. So she's been part of a number of different projects to enable stories to be told about the journeys that the Caribbean community have made to the city and the contributions that have been made. And her work in exhibitions held at the castle and ongoing ways of telling that story is really inspiring. So that's the first reason. The second reason is her commitment to this community here in St Anne's. A number of years ago there was a real issue with antisocial behaviour in the street where Ethel lives, and not one to just let that ride and complain about things. She gathered people together, secured a little bit of funding and made sure that a gardening project got off the ground and tidied up the neighbourhood and really changed the feel of her street, and it still looks fantastic even today. That's also led to her starting the lunch club here, again aware of people's isolation and the need to mix and gather together. She's committed to making that sort of service provision here in St Anne's. The last reason, there are quite a lot of reasons to nominate her, is that Ethel is one of those people who is a real bridge between the church and the community. For her, there is no difference. So she's a person who has a very open sense of belonging to the church and belonging in St Anne's. And for her, there is no difference. We are the community of St Anne's. And so she's a real boundary person, a real gatekeeper, and enabled the use of this building so that people in the community feel comfortable coming in, don't just see it as a church, but it's a community centre where people feel they belong and that they're part of this community. And she's enabled church folk to meet new friends and new people in St Anne's. All of this, she's a woman who's incredibly busy and has had all sorts of commitments work-wise, but also in terms of caring for elderly relatives, people who are poorly themselves, responsibility for caring for them, and also being the matriarch in her own family, a large family, and being there for them. So she gets pulled in lots of different directions. And so there's, the work she does in the community comes at some cost, and her in her own body she carries some of the scars, if you like, the struggles of holding all these things together. But she insists on keeping giving and serving others. It's so core to who she is, and I know she's been inspired by her grandma, and I think she is inspiring a whole new generation in the way she gives herself to others.
I'm from Jamaica, and coming from Jamaica is a culture. I'm coming from a culture of giving and care. We care about people. We care about community. And came here in 1981, having worked in social service, I see the needs for care, the need for giving, and the need for empathy. So when, a couple of years ago, when Nottingham City Council was cutting back on services, closing day centre, left, right and centre, I decided to start up a lunch club. Don't know how I was going to do it because I've got health problem, but with the help of God, He has provided help and good volunteers to help along with the services. Here, when I started the lunch club, sometime at 11 o'clock at night, one night, I received a telephone call from a gentleman to say to me, Ethel, thank you very much. You don't know what you have done for me. I says, I've not done anything. All I did is to provide a lunch. He says, you get me out of the house, I come here and I meet nice people to socialize with, and God bless you. You don't know what you've done for me. And that's when I really get into the lunch club. Previous to that, I was doing other volunteer work with Nottingham City Homes It came, what we were doing is to look on policies and procedures that affects the BME community. It came out of the Stephen Lawrence death because of some of the injustices that took place. So our job within the City Council then was to look on the policies and procedure and to see if it meets the need of the BME. My involvement or connection with the castle came about in 2008 when we decided to do a memories project to show the contribution of the BME community towards the development of Nottingham. And that was when the connection with the castle started. The title of the project was From the Sunshine to the Snow. The project has gained a lot of interest since it has been done, and from that we have embarked on another project called Universal Roots. The project was launched early this year, and we are now looking on doing another section to the project. It includes people from all walks of life, students, wherever you're from, you're not excluded. So it's a very good project, and the interest is there. We accommodate students, we accommodate visitors, we accommodate residents, we accommodate visitors where the project is concerned. So if there's anybody out there and you're interested, you can contact Melissa Crane at the Nottingham Museum and Galleries, right? And she'll give you more info on the Universal Roots project.